Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcoming people to the chat this morning. Good morning, good morning. And if anybody in the chat could confirm that you can see both of us, that would be great because on our end, it looks a little different than normal.
Yeah. To me, I'm just a black box. This is the beginning of the end.
Yeah, well, you won't be self conscious looking at yourself in the
Nope.
camera today. But we are going to hope that it is coming through correctly and that you can see both of us. I can see both of us for the record. So
Well, I can
hopefully,
see you, so at least that part is working.
yes, you are either just a disembodied voice or
Mm.
you just look normal to everyone. We'll see. All right. So it is Thursday. Happy Thursday. Was questioning the day of the week this morning. I was like, what
Mm.
day is it? I'm not sure.
Yeah, yesterday felt like a Monday to me, so or the day before. Today should
Yes.
be Tuesday.
Um, Hi, good morning. Christine's in the chat. Christine, can you see both of us? Can you just confirm for us?
Please.
Heather's camera is not showing her on screen to herself, but I can see her. So I'm assuming if I can see her, that maybe everybody can. But we wanted to start with a little bit of news as usual. Heather, what do we have today?
Well, surprise, surprise. Disney World is going to be cold again with the wind chills are expected to drop back down into the 20s, the mid 20s again. So, burr.
Okay. And Christine says she can see you, so we've got some confirmation. All
Bless.
right. So the wind chills, as far as I know, are overnight. Like they're like 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. kind of thing.
Correct.
Now, people make fun of this when Florida or Disney World is like, we're having a cold warning. And they're like, well, boo hoo, it's colder than that where I live. But it's different.
It's very different.
As somebody who lived in Texas when that freeze happened a few years ago, that was horrible, and everybody made fun of us. It's like not every destination is set up for all kinds of
Mm-mm.
weather.
No,
So,
no.
like, I was in Chicago once during a heat wave, and Chicago crumbled under the heat, like the heat that would have been okay in Texas. So,
Yeah,
let's keep it in perspective. Florida is set up for warm weather, not cold weather.
correct. Yeah, so it's going to definitely be a little bit chilly there today, hopefully, or tomorrow. Hopefully, people that are there now have brought a jacket and some layers because I think it warms back up nicely. It's just for right now.
Yeah, you definitely need lots of clothes
Hmm.
for that kind of weather. But also it can like hurt the plants and the things that are
Hmm.
used to more, warm weather. So something to look for.
Yes.
What else?
Some exciting news. You might want to get remarried again to the same person, but starting in July, you are going to be able to get married on the steps and in that courtyard area in front of the haunted mansion at Disneyland.
Yes, this is very exciting because how cool is it to be able to have a wedding in the parks?
Hmm.
The pictures are amazing. Let's get to some of the bigger pictures here. So you can see the little like table and chair set up there.
Hmm.
So it looks like maybe a group of 20 to 30 can fit in that space. Your hours would be probably very strange, right? You'd have to go like early or
Early.
super late to work around the park hours, but it's so pretty. And I was thinking when they announced this yesterday, I was like, oh, the Haunted Mansion parlor. I just had a photo shoot there. And then they listed it as well. You can get married in the Haunted Mansion parlor on the Disney Destiny
What?
starting in May. And we did a whole photo shoot here. And the photo shoot was hundreds of dollars for 20 minutes. I can't imagine what the wedding is. But isn't that cool?
That is really cool.
But what do you think it costs?
Oh, to get married at the haunted mansion?
Or just Disneyland, Disney World?
Oh, 60K.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends what you're doing, but I happen to have this come across my feed yesterday when I was scrolling on Threads. Disneyland is now hosting weddings at Haunted Mansion Courtyard. Weddings at Disneyland Resort start at 15,000, but inside the park they start between 25 and 40, and they're held to an event minimum. A wedding in front of Sleeping Beauty Castle starts at 100,000, and I don't know how to confirm that this is true, but this is what came up. That is crazy. $100,000 in front of that little baby castle.
I feel like you should get a discount for the percentage smaller that it is compared to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, that is nuts. Speaking of Magic Kingdom, I did pull up the wedding guidelines. This is from 2020, but this is pricing for Disney World. And it depends on the day of the week and the venue and all this stuff. But there are food and beverage minimums
Uh huh.
and lots of different things that you can add on. Obviously, the cheapest thing are these like outside of the parks venues. So the beach or, these sort of outside spaces. Well, they list it here. So it's like Luau Beach South or Sago Cay, which is at Grand Floridian, and it depends on the day. We can see here it's like $5,000 Tuesday and Wednesday, or ten thousand
Hmm.
dollars on the other days. But there's a ceremony fee. There's certain minimums that you have to hit, and then the venue amount goes up when you start going into the theme parks.
Okay, I need to talk to Brent.
About getting remarried.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So these are a lot of courtyards. So it's, in all the parks, and
Uh
you'll
huh.
see this. I don't know how you can see this picture, but this is in Epcot in the Canada Pavilion. I had friends that got married there. You remember years ago?
Hmm.
And so this ranges from $7,000 to $17,000, and then the ceremony fee is $4,500. And then we kick it up to another level when we go to, actually these aren't more, yeah, some of these are more expensive depending on the day of the week, but some of these spaces like the Disney Yacht Club wedding gazebo,
Hmm.
the patio summer house, the Disney Yacht Club marina, we're going from 8 to 20 here
Okay.
with the $4,000 ceremony fee. Let's go up again, Heather.
Why not?
The wedding pavilion. This is the wedding pavilion. If you're not familiar with the wedding pavilion, it's located it's like next to the Grand Floridian, kind of between
Hmm.
the Grand Floridian and the Polynesian. Here, it's a cool 10K on the low end, and a 35 if you want to do prime time, like on a Saturday night. Ceremony fee of 5K, and then there's different minimums. And then we have the prime theme park venues. So we're at the Tree of Life. We're at the Tower of Terror courtyard. I think that would
Ah,
be that would be your pick if you've had all the money, maybe.
that would be amazing.
Harambe Market, Heather. Harambe
Do
Market.
they, do they serve burgers at your reception?
Harambe Market.
Chicken
Listen,
strips.
I love it for food, but
I
uh,
got to getting married at the courtyard at your mall.
yeah, exactly. That's what it feels like. A pretty courtyard, but still. That one's 15 to 25K. These aren't in order, I guess, of most expensive. But then we do have the premium ones, which is the theme park venues that are the most coveted. And that is the, in front of the castle, at the train station at Magic Kingdom, all the way going down Main Street. Starts at 20. At Saturday night, it's 40. And if it's after hours, 50. 50. So I guess the other ones would be morning
Uh-huh.
weddings. So that's all. That's
Would
all
you
you have to
pay
have.
would you pay $30,000 extra to do after hours versus early morning?
Um, let's see. No, I wouldn't. But I also eloped, and I don't care. I don't care so much about weddings and stuff.
Well, I got married in my grandparents' backyard, so same
Yes,
same kind of vibe.
but we're happy for people.
Yes.
If you want to be into it, we support you and would attend if you would like to get married in the parks. We've been to private events, like the Rose Garden at Disneyland. That
Mhm.
one, it's outside the park, but it's still amongst the hotels, so it feels like you're part of it, and
Yeah.
that's really fun. But I'm obsessed with all the different venues. Like, I've gone on the websites that have all the venues. It's like, oh, would you like the room above Frozen Ever After in
Mhm.
Norway? Or would you like the courtyard outside of this ride? And
Mhm.
then like you can invite characters to come to these different places. I just love it.
So much fun.
If I was an event planner, I'd have so much fun with that.
Yeah.
What else we got?
So you remember that We Call It Imagineering show that they premiered on YouTube, which I
Hmm.
kind of thought was interesting that they did it on YouTube, but
Instead of Disney Plus.
instead of Disney Plus, well, now it is also going to be available over on Disney Plus as well, which makes sense
Hmm.
that they're doing that.
But the order is interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I I found that pretty interesting. And then finally, the dams are now in place around the castle, and there are pumps
Mm.
there, and the moat draining has begun, which means we are deep into the repainting of Cinderella Castle.
It does mean that. And we are going to take a look at how it is looking these days. The process of there we go. The process of getting things done can
Hmm.
be a little messy and ugly
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
So this is
Not
how
gonna
things
lie, a
look.
little disappointed because of the Princess Half coming up, and it would be nice to not have it be under so much construction and stuff. And I do hope that stuff isn't super visible in the photos for people who are running through the castle.
Yeah, that would be nice. Okay. What else? Anything?
That's it. Other than new Taylor Swift video dropping tomorrow. Make sure you are a premium member of Apple or Spotify if you want to see it.
But wait, a video's dropping on Apple
Yeah. Isn't it? Isn't I think the video is they're only or are they only dropping the
audio. I don't know. I was
I'm
just I'm a member of both. And so I was like, am I missing out on videos on Apple Music?
From what I understand, the way that they're doing the Billboard charts now is that they aren't counting the streams on YouTube. Like YouTube is totally dropped from even making their numbers be known, so
Mhm.
they can't count those towards streams. So premium services have always had like a little bit extra boost for what they count for towards an artist's numbers, which is why I think that their artists have started to move those initial drops to
Hmm.
premium services.
It's a
From
game.
what I understand, I might have totally butchered that, but
It's a game.
yeah, it is definitely a game.
All right. So, are you ready to ruffle some feathers?
Yes, but I'm hopeful that maybe people will kind of agree with some of these.
They're not going to agree with mine.
I have an idea about yours. Do you want to start?
Yeah, we're going to talk about attractions that we would get rid of if we had the choice. And we don't, but it's fun to fantasize
A track
sometimes.
we'd yeet if we could.
Yeah. Okay, so shall we go park by park, starting with Magic Kingdom?
Yeah.
You already know what I'm going to say first, which
Yep.
is the Carousel of
Carousel of
Progress.
Progress.
I don't like the Carousel of Progress. I don't, because it's not fun to watch a man sit and talk to us in a chair and a woman is wallpapering and cooking. It's not until the very last scene where the grandma's got the VR headset on that I'm like, oh, finally, a woman who's having fun.
She's having fun.
I don't like it. And a
Yeah.
lot of people like it because obviously I understand the history of it. I get it's important. I know that they're bringing a wall animatronic to it, and they're and it's not going to actually go anywhere. But I just don't think it's fun. I don't think it's entertaining to watch these depictions. I'm like, why am I? Why are my ancestors up wallpapering? Sit down.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay,
enjoy a lemonade.
but what if that was accurate representation?
Yeah, it's still not fun to me.
Yeah,
Still not
I,
fun.
I get that.
But it's not going anywhere, and it's here to stay. But the grandma on the last scene, I do have a video going up today related to the Olympics because when Lindsey Vaughn is preparing to ski, she does movements like the grandma in
She
Carousel of
does.
Progress, like this. And so I have a video going up today about how I always compare Lindsey Vaughn to the grandma in Carousel of Progress. And the story is that Lindsey Vaughn read me saying this and was insulted, thinking that I was calling her a grandma or an old person,
Yes.
and I was not. It's just
No,
her movements are like this,
it's it looks very similar.
like she has on a VR headset.
Yes. Yeah. Those of us in the Disney sphere, we knew. We knew Shannon. Your
Yes,
true intentions.
which is why I didn't tag her. And because I'm like, no, this is a Disney joke. This isn't
Yeah.
a Lindsay joke.
No,
And
this is
she
not a downhill skiing joke.
but when you are a vanity searcher and you search your name, you might come across things that you don't want to see.
You know what's fun is when you have a name as generic as Heather Thomas, when there's famous people who also have, the name Heather Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
You never have to worry about that
Mm-hmm.
ever.
Got it. I once friended all the Shannon Alberts on Facebook, but that's a story for another day. None of them were famous.
Oh my gosh. Okay. My first one for Magic Kingdom that I would yeet, and I would yeet so fast it would make your head spin, is the Tomorrowland Speedway.
That's a good one.
I get why it was so popular way back when, but we are talking about Tomorrowland, and we have these cars that run on smelly gas that take up a lot of space, are loud and obnoxious, and give me a little bit of whiplash.
And they're very tantalizing to children. So
So
you
tantalizing.
can't avoid it if you're with children
Mm-mm.
because the kids are like, I want to drive.
Of course.
Do you feel the same way about the cars at Disneyland?
No, those are cute and quaint and should be around forever.
And I think they're electric now.
Yes, and they feel more tucked away instead of out in
Yes.
the middle of everything. I think that's part of it, is that the ones at Disney World are so out in the middle of everything. Now, I will say I do like the overlay they do at Christmas. That is one of my favorite parts about Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and just, the overlays that they do on attractions. I just think they could do something better. That's a big chunk of land.
It is. It is. And for what?
I don't know.
They could put in three new attractions for that amount of space.
Yes.
Not great. My other one at Magic Kingdom is the Hall of Presidents.
How did I forget that one? Oh my gosh.
Self-explanatory. Also, I feel like related to Carousel of Progress. I feel like similar to Carousel of Progress. Why am I sitting in the audience looking at all these male animatronics on stage as a reminder that the United States doesn't elect women? Like, I don't need this on my vacation.
Oh, see, that's a very good take. I was thinking like more on the practical side, and I wanted to yeet the magic carpets of Aladdin.
Why is this? A lot of kids love that one too.
I know. And I think they love it because it's right in the middle of every freaking thing, and I don't have any place to sit and eat my Dole Whip. And I would love like a covered area, or just an area like what they have at Disneyland, where it's kind of you've got tables and it's peaceful and nothing's spitting on you. Like, I think those would all be pros. And I don't know what they could do to replace or add another attraction back at Adventureland, because that would make Adventureland, a little anemic when it comes to rides. But I need a place to eat my Dole Whip, and I think that would be a fantastic area to do it.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, kids. we need to eat our Dole Whip.
Mm-hmm.
I know there just are a lot of attractions. I mean, one fewer now that Triceratops Spin is gone, but like that same thing. It's Dumbo, it's Aladdin carpets, it's
Uh-huh.
Astro Orbiter. They kind of all do that
Same
thing.
spinny carnival thing.
Yeah, but for some
It's
reason the kids like the carpets.
Yeah, I really do think it's because you can see them.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Okay, anything else at Magic Kingdom?
No.
Okay, let's hop to Epcot. My first submission for your consideration
Uh-huh.
is Canada Far and Wide, the show in Canada, and here's why.
This is really bold.
No,
Oh,
I'm going to give kudos.
okay.
So, Canada Far and Wide, the show in Canada, stars the incredible Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy. That is already set up for success, but somehow the writers or whoever made it not funny. How are you going to waste the talent of these incredible? Why bother hiring them to do this gig if it's not going to be funny? The previous version of the movie in Canada was funny.
It's funny.
And the new version, the current version, is not.
It is not. And you never see their faces, right? I don't think you ever see their faces in it either.
I think it's a voice, only a voiceover.
Yeah. I think it would have been nice to have them, like, introduce
Mhm.
or something, but just having their voice. You're right, it's not funny. I just very brave of you
V
in
a
light of
a
recent news.
a waste of talent.
Yeah.
Could have been great.
It really could have been great. My first one is Mission Space.
Well, we share that.
Okay.
And what's your reasoning?
Because it feels like if it was still the super intense thing that used to make people vomit on the regular and it was a true thrill ride, then okay, I could see where maybe it might have its place and people could who wanted to test the boundaries of their bodies, which I no longer want to do that. I could see where maybe that might be intriguing, but it's a shadow of its former self. It takes up a lot of space again.
And the green one is just boring.
It's boring. It is boring.
That's the worst insult. It's
It
just boring.
it feels weird that you're in like a centrifuge and you're not doing anything. I don't know. It's boring. The storylines, not my favorite. So that's why I want to eat it. Is that why you want to eat it? Because it's boring?
It's boring and it's such a great structure
Mm-hmm.
building. It's a fantastic photo and
Mm-hmm.
it's like architecturally it's just something on the outside to look at and then when you go in I feel like it's boring.
It's boring. Yeah.
Yeah. And the green one is extra boring. I
Extra
mean,
boring.
the orange one still has some intensity to it, but the green one is just straight up boring. Anything else at Epcot
Journey into Imagination
with Figment?
with Figment.
What do you want to be different there?
I want Figment to not like he has an eating disorder from the shoulders up, and then like it's just he's just so gaunt in his face. I don't like it. I also have zero nostalgia for the former version, but if it's as good as people say it was, then I would not mind
Mm-hmm.
seeing something return to that. I would also not mind just a totally different storyline. I don't know. It's just it's got my favorite color. It's got lots of rainbows. It feels like this should be something that is fantastical,
Joyful.
joyful, and instead it's like smelly and I don't know. It's just it's not my favorite.
Yeah. I had a feeling you might say that. So I didn't put it on my list. I know that it is a popular opinion. I don't think that one's going to ruffle any feathers.
Would you get rid of Figment entirely?
Um, no, I mean, they definitely enjoy Figment
Mhm.
as a, like, I don't know, a mascot.
Yeah.
At this point, it's camp.
Yes.
I'm like, I didn't get the Figment thing in the first place, but it's here.
Yeah.
So this is what we're doing.
Yeah. Agreed.
So, okay, is that it for Epcot? And we can go to Hollywood Studios?
Yes.
Okay. My first one is Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. I just think it needs to be updated because it's just been around forever. And then it went off course recently.
Uh-huh.
And that was kind of scary.
Uh-huh.
And I just think it should be better. Hollywood Studios used to have a ton of shows that were in this
Mhm.
vibe, which is behind the scenes. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, we're going to show you what it's like, behind the scenes of a show or whatever. And I just think this one needs an update. Do you remember when they spoofed the show on Saturday Night Live?
Yes.
It was very problematic.
It is.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. All right, so that's mine. What's yours? What's your next one?
My first one is Star Tours.
Oh yeah, you that one makes you sick.
That one makes me very sick. But it's another one of those ones that was so hugely popular when it was first done, and it really served a big it served its purpose, and now it's time to let it go. Set it free
Hmm.
and do something different. I think it's a little weird to have this disconnect. I mean, to be fair, Hollywood Studios used to have Star Wars in 3 different areas. Now we're down to just 2 areas. So I think it's a little disjointed to have that going on. And I think they could get rid of Star Tours, get rid of the whole Star Wars thing right there, and maybe bring us back some more Muppets or something. I don't know.
That would be nice instead of Star Tours. I also think it's confusing
Mhm.
how it is outside of Galaxy's Edge, and I
Mhm.
know that there's an explanation for it, and I understand
Yes.
all that, but I don't love it.
I don't either. It's kinda weird to go like Star Wars theme stuff, and then that Grand Avenue area, which is now, I mean, it used to be like Muppets, now it's gonna be like monster stuff, and then back into Star Wars.
Mhm.
That just feels kinda weird.
My next thing is about this food court area on Sunset Boulevard.
Ah.
I don't like this
Uh-huh.
area. It's got a bunch of little spots that
Uh-huh.
what do they call it? Like Catalina Eddies and Hollywood
Yes.
Scoop, and it's just this whole like outdoor food court area, which I'm not like opposed to necessarily, but it's confusing.
It's very confusing, especially if you're trying to find somebody.
Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically, it's very, easy to lose people inside of there.
Yeah. And it's just like subpar food most of the
Mhm.
time. And I feel like it could be better.
Yeah.
That's
I
what I
do not
say.
I do not disagree with that at all.
Okay. Anything else on your Hollywood Studios list?
My other one is, and I don't necessarily need for it to be totally gone, although I wouldn't mind seeing, like, a redo, but much like you were saying with the Indiana Jones, I want something different than Beauty and the Beast, I think. Either we refresh it, or it's a new stage show, or just something different.
It's a great venue,
Mhm.
a great area. Could have a lot of different shows. Do you remember when we used to go there for the occasional special thing? Like they had
Mhm.
an orchestra, if I remember correctly, that played
Yes.
Pixar music,
Yes.
and that was like a special thing that they did. Like
Uh-huh.
there is a lot of opportunity there.
Yeah. So just something that show's been running for so long now
Mhm.
that I think it's time for something different. And what's the name of the stage at Disneyland? Is it Hyperion? Is
Mm,
that right?
that
Where
sounds right.
but whatever where they do their big stage show productions,
Mhm.
and they will have ones that people love, and then they swap them out.
Mhm.
I feel like they could do that at Disney World too.
Do you remember the when that stage show first came back and 2021, 20 whatever year, and they were socially distant characters?
Yes.
I understand the need, but it was also kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a love story where we're going to stay far
Far
apart.
away.
So for some people that's a dream.
Yeah.
For some people that's ideal.
Mhm.
Let's skip over to Animal Kingdom. I will say, if Dino Land was still open, it would be on this list.
Yeah.
RIP to the people that are sad. Close your ears.
Yeah.
So, Dinosaur was probably my least favorite ride. I really, really dislike that ride, mostly because I hate things jumping out at me, and it took me 15 years not to do this every time. But
With
also,
your
it
with your
just
tiny little hands to protect you.
yes, I barely have anything to protect me. I'm an actual T Rex. That is the irony here. Big head, little arm. No, but I really hated it. And also in the last few years, it really went downhill. Like it just technologically it was like, it
Yeah.
wasn't good. Also, I'm going to stay on Dinoland for a little bit. Triceratops spin is nutty because what do you mean the dinosaurs are flying? Like the carpets fly,
Mhm.
Dumbo flies, Astro Orbiter makes sense. Those rockets fly. Dinosaurs don't fly. Triceratops don't fly. You know?
You know what? I had never thought of that, and that I'm really surprised that Disney would put something so inaccurate in their parks.
Can you believe it?
No.
Yeah.
What if they
I
would have been pterodactyls? Like terrifying
well,
pterodactyls.
now we're talking. And they also can do the crazy scream that they
Uh-huh.
do in Jurassic Park. Who
Uh-huh.
knows if that's accurate, but I like it.
Uh-huh.
So that would have been good. Primeval World's been gone for a while. That was another kind of weird one.
Ugh.
Very, very
Uh-huh.
jerky and definitely going to injure a vertebrae or four. Anyway, so Dinoland would have been on the list had it not been closed, but it is.
An entire
Um,
land. Very bold of you.
the one thing that is on my list is the Caring for Giants tour. I don't love it.
Oh.
I don't love the Caring for Giants tour. We love all tours in general. The
Mhm.
Caring for Giants tour is the least interesting of those. Animal Kingdom has some great tours that you can do.
Yes. Thankfully, it's also relatively inexpensive, so you're not dropping a lot of cash. But it was, I would agree, it was not super exciting.
It wasn't. They just drive you out to where the elephants are and you can take
Mhm.
some pictures and then you go back, basically. And I was just like, I wanted something a little bit more. And we've done tours at all levels, everything from 1 hour and pretty inexpensive to the really long ones that are more
Yeah.
expensive. And this one just needs a little something extra.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. Mine is Kali River Rapids. Please, I mean, this feels like a pretty obvious one now that Dino Land is gone, but it has such beautiful theming. It's got all this infrastructure to have a major like raft water ride, and the entire thing is 15 seconds long. It is such a disappointment
Mm-hmm.
that you wait and wait and wait in the summertime. In the winter, it's not so difficult to ride when it's open because nobody wants to ride and get soaked. But then it's just so short, and I appreciate them wanting to address issues that are very complex and sad and important, like deforestation. But it's also kind of a bummer that that's the last thing you see before you get shot off the tipping point.
Yeah, it has so much potential because that park
Mhm.
is so beautiful.
Mhm.
And it just is over before it even starts, really,
Yeah, and then it's gone.
which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
Anything else on your Animal Kingdom list?
No, there's nothing left there.
Well, I was gonna say at this point we're just picking on it because there's
Yeah.
only still 4 things
Kick it
left.
while it's down.
Um, I don't have anything else on my list. What else? Anything else on
The
yours?
only other thing I have on my list, and this is purely because I'm kind of lazy, but I would love to see Disney World pony up some money to get rid of some of the parking lots and put in garages.
Mm-hmm. Because it's
So
all flat.
it's all flat,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels like that's land that could be used for something better. And I know that parking lots are so much less expensive than putting in a parking garage, but it would be way nicer to not have to hike 84 miles if they put in a garage. Like, and I know Disneyland does it because the space is limited. I don't know. It just would be, personally, I think it would be nice. Plus, you wouldn't have all that runoff of all the car juices. That's not a very nice phrase to say. I regretted it as soon as it came out of my mouth. Things like, oil or antifreeze, whatever's leaking out of your car wouldn't be washing away off the pavement into the storm sewers, and your car wouldn't get so hot, and then you wouldn't be heating up the area so much because you wouldn't have all that pavement. There's lots of pros to it, but primarily it's because I'm lazy and I don't want to walk so far if I drive.
Remember how they didn't have the trams?
Yes.
They had no parking lot trams for years, if people don't remember this. So you could literally park and walk for, a mile before you ever get to the
Before you get to the park. And I mean, that's bad enough in the mornings when
Mhm.
you're all excited to go to the parks, but the reverse at the end of the day, I would have just laid down.
You will catch us doing preferred parking in that situation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay for access because holy moly, that was long.
Yes.
I
That
felt
was,
terrible for
and it's
people.
so hot in the middle of the summer. That was one of the, I felt like that was just cruel because they knew people would still go. They didn't have to provide parking lot trams. People aren't going to not go because there aren't a parking lot tram. But taking it away, that was just mean.
It was. It was. I didn't enjoy that, but trams are back, so
Yeah.
now we don't have to worry about it. All right. So the comments exist in a different tab, and I've been avoiding it.
Okay.
Let's see what we've got over here. Um, okay. Christine says, I think the video is going to Apple and Spotify first and then YouTube a few days later. Okay, but I need to look into this. Like,
Hmm.
what is going on with Apple that they have it? Because I feel like I'm missing out. No, don't get rid of Carousel Progress. It's my favorite spot to catch a quick nap. Yeah, it's
I mean,
great for a nap. And also, like, we did a tour that included Carousel Progress. So
mhm.
we had a tour guide who had a mic, they're talking into like this, and we all had headsets so we could hear in the narration, and that made it much more interesting. But
But it
still,
did not overcome your hate.
oh no, I tried. I tried. Here's Kathy, podcast guest last year. I was once trapped in Carousel of Progress while it glitched and it kept repeating itself, and the audience started getting wild and trying to leave, which just made it worse. Never again. Tear it down. LOL. That is terrifying.
Okay.
You can't get out.
New idea though. You
What's
trap all your favorite people in there and you throw a party. And it just
Mhm.
keeps going around. See, I think there's lots of things that it could be used for, not necessarily just as an attraction.
Mhm.
That's the new event space. I want a wedding there.
You do that.
Okay. I
I don't.
might.
I
Why
may or
not?
may. I may or may not attend. we we only. This is the goofy that we only really need one version of Dumbo. Let's scrap the copycats and please get rid of the Speedway. Yes.
Mhm.
Why are we doing this in
Mm-mm.
all of its different forms? I don't get it. Um. Jennifer, who we know, I'm bummed that they will probably use the same ride and only retheme it to Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I'm
They
guessing
they
for
they will.
dinosaur.
Mm-hmm. They will, and they
Is it
have.
is it getting too rough for you?
No, it's
Me
not
ne-
the. It's not
me
the.
neither.
Stop. This is family friendly. The Goofy. We would love to see them do a great raft ride. Cali is not it. Correct. Um, that would be smart, and those parking lots have been paid for since the 70s. Would be better due to the Florida heat too. 100%.
Mhm.
And this is Ryan, who is a cast member that I know at Disney World. I love Indiana. My boys were so engaged and otherwise so great. I think that's the cast member Ryan that I know. And then Kathy says, I would put you both in charge. You are spot on with these recommendations. Let's get you a meeting with Josh.
us and
You know,
us
it's
and
a,
Josh.
yes, I keep coming across videos on my camera roll of him. I'm not even looking for it.
I think that's just a sign that he liked being in the parks.
He did, and he's very accessible, or he used to be. Now with his $38 million salary, he might have a bit of a guard around him.
Yeah. Darn it.
So I don't know about that. And then Christine said, I love getting semi Patreon podcasts every day. I do love the uncensored version on Patreon, though. So, for people that don't know, we have a Patreon where we record every week. We have a whole separate podcast there, and it is very uncensored and unfiltered. And all the dirty jokes that we could have made here, we didn't.
We didn't. I it's really difficult for me to not say the things I want to say. But
if
I hold it in for
if I
you,
had
Shannon.
if I had an audio clip loaded into the soundboard, that's what she said. It would just be going all the time because sometimes the comments just lend themselves to that. But anyway, so that's our list for today. And thank you for submitting the comments. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm off to record the 500th episode of the podcast today.
What? 500 episodes. How many hours of you do we have now that we can use for AI?
Mm-hmm. My voice is very easily trained on AI, but the trip reports are mostly not me talking as
That's
the
true.
guests. So you'd have to go to the ones that include a little bit more of me. But today, the one I'm recording today, all me. All me.
Do I get a hint of what it is, or do I have to wait?
I mean, you have to wait.
Okay. Dang it.
I'm just recapping having a podcast for this year be 13 years and 500 episodes, and the progression of it, things people might not know, the top episodes of all time, uh, and a bunch of people submitted voicemails that I have not listened to, and
Aw.
I'm going to be playing them while I record. And if they make me cry, I will have words.
That seems really, really mean to do towards things that people were doing that was nice.
I'm on camera now. The podcast is in video form. I don't need to be crying on camera. As you know, an ugly crier. We don't need that. So I'm going to have to turn the camera off. But anyway, we'll see. I'm about to find out.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
So, anyway, thanks for joining. Appreciate it.
Bye.